Crazy Chef Productions, Crazy Chef. One of my favourite suppers is moules marinara, or mussels in a white wine sauce. Now, I use mussels, live fresh mussels. You can't get packet mussels. I use fresh mussels, which must be shut. If any of them are open and they won't shut when you tap them, throw them out because they're dead. If you get pre-cooked mussels or packed mussels, quite often they will be open, and that's perfectly alright. Okay, so we're using mussels, we're using white wine to make a sauce, to make the broth, which will often include some chopped up onions, chopped up celery, perhaps a chopped up pepper. So it's up to your choice, you have to try the experiment. And also I'll quite often put a few prawns in, or some chopped squid, just to get some added flavour. And I'll use a dry white wine, and I'll use, if you like, I use double cream. I put some double cream in it as well. So without further ado, this is my rendition, Crazy Chef rendition of moules marinara, hob. Now, there are various ways of doing moules. You have it simple way without the cream. You can just have it done with a shallot and a bouquet garni of herbs. But I prefer a slight variation. Every time I do it, I add different things. I'm going to make the broth by using chopped up a shallot, a red chili pepper, two garlic cloves, and a chopped up celery stick. That's just what I do. I don't always do it like that. I'm going to also add some freshly chopped parsley, and I'm sticking some oregano or oregano in it. Now, it's not in many recipes, but I prefer it. And I'm going to put some, as a garnish, I'm going to put some fresh rosemary and basil leaves. That I will take out before I put the mussels in. Now I'm going to do it with Pinot Grigio, it's the wine. I've got the mussels, these are fresh mussels from Waitrose. And if there's any open or slightly open, press them to close them. If they don't close, get rid of them. These are fresh mussels. Probably, if it's for your own, you probably need at least 300 grams. But it's convenient to buy a kilogram and use them twice. These are rope grown Scottish mussels. You can buy the packet mussels, that's quite alright, but I can assure you that the fresh ones, when you can get it, are much better. And I'm going to stick a few prawns. I don't know why, it's just that I've got some prawns, well, just on a good deal, so I'm going to stick a few prawns in. Sometimes I put a few clams in, sometimes I cut up a squid and put in. This is all a variation. I suppose it's a seafood medley rather than moules, but it's basically moules. And I'm going to stick some cream in at the end and some butter in at the end. So, and again, fresh mussels. And if there's an hour in the month, you do it. If there's not an hour in a month, they're breeding or out of season. So it was right. I'm going to go to the hob and I'll explain how I do it as I go. Right, we're on the hob, we're not on me. I'm just warming up a wok, a nice wok. I'm now going to put some olive oil in the bottom. I use groundnut oil as well, but for doing this I use olive oil. Right, today we will be using Pinot Grigio from Venice region of Italy, and I'm just going to try it out. Where are you? I'm going to try it out because the old chef always has a drink. That's fine, right. Now I'm going to put in my garlic, my pepper, my chopped onion, chopped shallot, and a bit of celery, get rid of that. You don't need to do too much of this. Quite often I do far too much. Right, let's let this settle down. don't need it up full. Start on full to get the wok hot and then turn it down to medium. This is just going to sort of saute or just sort of soften. Yeah, look at that. Now we're going to put the rosemary in and the bay leaves, just to get a flavour. I'll take these out prior to putting the mussels in. Right. Now I'm going to start just put a bit of wine in. Let it reduce. Probably about 100 mils, but I probably put more in, so just do it by sight or whatever you want to do it by guessing. Right, I'm just going to put the top on for a few. This shouldn't take more than about 15 minutes. So have the top on. Right, we're back. I'm just going to open up. That looks okay. Bubbling away nicely. A little bit more wine. And now I'm going to put some prawns in. Raw prawns, which means they'll go pink. The heads are off. Hope they've been gutted. Perhaps they haven't. Heads are off. If you want to keep your mussels, I like to do them on the day I buy them, but you can keep them a couple of days. Put them on a plate in the bottom of your fridge, and just put a damp J cloth over the top. That should be fine. You see as the prawns are grey when they're raw, and they gradually they gradually go pink as they cook. When they're pink, you know they're done. Right. Lovely smell. The rosemary really makes it smell nice. Some people don't use rosemary. I mean, it's really much of your own choice of what herbs you put in. Right. Quick taste. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Put a bit of pepper in. A little bit of sea salt. I do the salt in my hands so I don't by mistake tip too much in. Right. Now I'm going to put the fresh parsley in. I'm also going to put some oregano or oregano in because I like that. Oh shit, put a bit on the floor. Put a bit of oregano in. A little bit more wine. Top up my wine. Just put the top on for another few minutes, couple of minutes. When I put the mussels in, I'm going to turn the heat up, put the mussels in, and then turn the heat off. Now, I'm going to take the rosemary out. I could do it in. I'm going to take the bay leaves out. I'm now going to put the clams in. Should really put them all in once, but I haven't sorted them, so. If you want to do it on your own, just put about 300 grams in. Right, the clams are in. Let them steam. I'll put it up high, and I will get rid of them. I'll turn it down a minute. Just shaking round. Now the cream I've got, I would normally use double cream, but I've got some, I don't know why I got this, I've got some extra thick double cream. I wouldn't normally do that, but as I've got it, I'll use it. Right, give me the wine. Now put some butter in. Close it down. And I'm put the double cream in now. Hopefully it won't slip. I wouldn't normally, as I say, I wouldn't normally use double cream, but unfortunately on this occasion, I'm using double cream. It's all, you just have to gauge all this by experience. God, dear, what a mess. Okay, I've got a bit more wine in. Right, now I must keep the top on now to steam it to make sure the mussels are make sure the mussels open. Right, we're back. Well, lovely, lovely pink prawns. Right. Right, okay. There's the mussels. Done too many. Far too many. Roast meat, get rid of that. Okay. Broth. And what I'll do, either do it with French bread or have a bit of dry toast. Right, thank you for watching.